EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Lance to throw it. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
7, Raiders 0. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Lance. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was at To keep the feet in bounds.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Lance. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll just get rid of it. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Mike 22 is coming, 22 is coming, Mike. Okay, just like that, just like that. Mike 22, Mike 22.
They do go for it. Lance. Man open left side is Brown. Ship breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
21, 58, 51.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos 1st down.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Ryan. That'll be complete to Sermon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Touchdown, Broncos! Paris Campbell, his 1st touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And Lance's throw taken in by Watkins here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's another Las Vegas 1st down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Lance again. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Move. 4 down. Check.
To throw, it's Lance. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Ryan checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. Touchdown! Trey Sermon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0.
21. Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Carlos Basham in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Working from the gun, Lance forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Sanders on for the extra point.
Sanders for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 35, Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They go play action with Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
My game. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it is 42-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Sermon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Sermon, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mike 8. Mike 21. 58.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
That is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now a play fake. Lance. Brown has the first down and much more. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And his throw here's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Mike 4. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 4.
Lance looks to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They give to Sermon out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the counter, Sermon, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup
From the 25 on 2nd down, Ryan. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Touchdown, Broncos. Irv Smith Jr., 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Here's a diving catch right side. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
From the gun, it's Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Sets up 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And they'll go for it. Lance. He's got Watkins on the out route. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, Sermon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
Ryan. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Play action. It's Ryan. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And now the rookie's free. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another.
Lance going to throw. Touchdown, Raiders. Chris Watkins from a yard out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell good with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
At the 22-yard line.
Lance now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Lance. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And Lance now to throw. And now here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Ryan's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a yard to go here on second down. Ryan. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Denver.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. Touchdown! Paris Campbell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
63, Raiders 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Lance. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Marquise Brown, 51 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Broncos.
On first down, Ryan. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Again, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Sermon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos add on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead.
70, Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Hey, Tuesday. My game.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. That ball caught by Campbell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Steps away to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
By Dexter Lawrence. It's a loss of a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Broncos 84, Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.